Alright guys, and welcome back to Mr. Casual Scum Reads and Edits My Immortal. When we last left off, Dumbledore, who apparently has turned goth on us, just made Voldemort, or Vlodemort as it was originally written, run away. Voldemort had jumped them at the concert that they were going to, and Dumbledore essentially saved the day, so again, more reasons for them not to shit on him, but, you know, I guess that's what Tara just wants to do in this story. So, we're going to continue with Chapter 18, and just keep pressing on. There's really not going to start being much of intros anymore, because you guys know where we left off, and I just want to push through, because this needs... we have a time frame here. If we don't get this edited in time, who knows when the aliens might actually be trying to figure out if there is intelligent life on this planet, by that definition that I mentioned at the very beginning of this series. So, let's get to it. Let's save humanity. Chapter 18. Author's note. I said, S-A-I-D, stop, once again, stop, flammin'. How about just flaming with one M? If you do, then you are a fucking prep. Thanks for at least blaming the right people again. Thanks to, with T-O, Raven for, F-O-R, the help and stuff with two Fs. You rock. Put a C in there. And, I'm guessing that's supposed to be and, you are nut. You really just want to keep nutting everywhere, but it's not a prep. Thanks for my suitor. Okay, that's probably supposed to be sweater, and I told you about this. Get rid of your personal stuff. P.S. The other Essen. Oh, I guess that's supposed to be reason Dumbledore swore is cause... If you want to, once again, if you want to just make it shorter, how about just C-U-Z? He is, not just he trying, how about he is trying to be gothic. And you don't need the so there. You can just say, trying to be gothic. So there is going to be pretty, kind of comes off as being a little antagonizing towards your audience. So why don't we just leave that away? We'll just take that off. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eyeshadow. Eyeshadow? How about eyeshadow? Blood bed lipstick. It could be a color, but how about blood red lipstick? And a black, really low-cut leather dress that was all ripped and in stripes so you could see my belly. Oh, it was in strips, so you could see your belly. I was going to say in stripes. What the hell? Okay, in strips, so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside it. Is this an author's note? No, okay, this is not. Part of it isn't, at least. The night before Draco and I went back to the skull... Author's note gone, so we can already just say, I'm guessing that's supposed to be school, so S-C-H-O-O. Dumbledore chased Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Again, goddammit, it's Voldemort. And we flew there on our broom. You were already there when Dumbledore chased him away. You were at the fake, well, you didn't know it was the fake concert, but you were at the concert, so where is this going here? Mine was black and the broom stuff... No, once again, I'm not letting you get away with stuff. Specifics, please. Broom what? Was blood red. There was lace all over it. Your broom does not need lace. It was blood red. A blood red broom is sufficient. Draco had a black MCR broom. Okay. We went back to our rooms and we had You Know What to a Linkin Park song. You just don't fucking get it. I told you every goddamn time we have this You Know What I take editor's rights and I just get to fucking change it to whatever. I don't know, you had... How about a pretty prep dance dress-up party with all the people in Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, and Ravenclaw? Yeah, that's what you did. So you went back to your rooms and you had pretty prep dress-up time with all the other students in Hogwarts, all the other students in Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, and Ravenclaw. And you did to a Linkin Park song. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. I suppose it could be grated, like a sewer grate, if that's the design, but how about grate with an EAT? There, all the walls were painted black, and the tables were black too. But you how about would see that there was pink pant? There's pants underneath the black pants? Paint. And you need an eye there, hun. And there were pastors of posers bands. There were pastors of poser bands everywhere. MCR, GC... Oh, I'm sorry. Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. So there's literally like religious figures of Ashley Simpson, spokespeople for Ashley Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. Just evangelical, band preachers giving sermons. Oh, wait. Is that supposed to be posters? Like the things that you actually put on the walls that have artwork on them. Yes. Pastor Hun is a religious figure. Just FYI. Okay. WTF, I shouted, going to sit next to Bloody Mary and Willow. Bloody Mary was wearing a black leather mini with a good Charlotte t-shirt, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with blood red writing that was all lacy and came up to your thighs, and black boots and fishnets. How does anyone tell you people apart? Vampire Dracula and Draco came. Yay, at least it's Dracula. We started to talk about who was sexier, Mikey or Gerard Way or Billy Armstrong. The boys joined in because they were bi. Alright, sure. Those guys are so fucking hot. How about Neville was sane. And you already said his name's Dracula, so Dracula was sane as suddenly, how about when suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. He was the same one who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. Sorry. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation, and he had dyed his hair black. He dyed his rabbit black? That is gothic. When you take, it was probably a white rabbit, and you fucking dye that fucker black. Did he give him, like, the red contacts, too, so he's like Devil Bunny? Because that'd be fucking badass. Oh, I bet that's supposed to be his hair, like, on his head. Hair. And unnecessary ellipse. Dumbledore, you spelled it right. We all gasped. What the fuck, I shouted angrily. I thought he was just wearing that to scare Voldemort. No, he technically was trying to do that to scare Voldemort, who we all know is Voldemort. Hello everyone, he said happily. As you can see, I gave the room a makeover. Wajot about what do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor, spell it right, started to cheer. Well, we goss. How about while we goss? How about while the rest of us, or while my gang, or while the goths just looked at each other all disgusted. Disgusted? The fuck is disgusted? Once again, apologies. I am a little sick. Disgusted. I think this is another one where I'm not, like, gadgeted. I'm not sure what you were going for here. You looked at each other all... How about just befuddled because you're shaking your heads? Oh, no, you're not confused. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. Oh, disgusted! Okay. One letter off, I guess, but man, I've never seen that shit. Alright, disgusted, and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was. By the way, you can call me Albert. He called as we left. Unnecessary capitalization. To our classes. To our classes? You're not in class, you're in the Great Hall. He just said it to the students. What a fucking poser, Draco shouted angrily as we went to transformation. Alright, that's a pretty cool look. That's a good class. You better pay attention. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. Why? Vampire and him are friends. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. By my author's note. But I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis, Willow shouted. I was so fucking angry. Honestly, not too bad. We got some parts that need a lot of work, but not too bad altogether. That beginning's a little confusing. We can maybe fix that. Yeah, it's a little confusing. It kind of just needs to be a little bit fixed. But overall, not too bad. Chapter 19. I'm nut. If you keep putting this, I am just going to let you nut everywhere. And we'll just let your audience think about what kind of a perverted sicko you are. Not okay, I promise. Author's note, please, about please, stop flaming, yay, the story. If you do, you are a fucking prep, and you're jealous. Don't need the okay. From Nook, how about from now on, I'm going to delete your mean reviews. Once again, hon, you could have just been doing this a lot sooner. But yay, at least we're taking an appropriate solution. We're not cutting ourselves. We're just going to go ahead and delete the mean messages that people are sending. Good for you. BTW is, by the way, Ebony. How about Ebony is a poor blood? Poor blood. She's a poor... I've heard of a pure blood vampire. What the fuck's a poor blood vampire? Is that like a... I don't know. Is that like when a fucking pure blood bites a noble... maybe like a nobleman, and then the nobleman bites... And it just keeps going down the food chain till it's just like the lowest caste ever... And then he bites a rat, and then you get turned into a vampire as you get bitten by a rat? Does that make you a poor blood? Or is that supposed to be pure blood? Yes, that's probably supposed to be pure blood. So how about pure blood? And once again, we don't need so there. Thanks for Raven for FOR the help. All day we sat angrily, how about angrily, thinking about Dumbledore, which is Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had one thing to look forward to. That's just T.O. The MCR concert. You're really gonna go back after last time? Shit. Balls of steel. It had been postponed. So someone called in... Wait. Postponed would be if someone phoned something in after the fact. So, did someone phone in the concert after the concert? How about postponed? So we could all go. Anyway, I went to the common room sadly to cut classes. Oh, you fucking bitch. You skipping out on... Oh, no. That's got such a... No. You can't skip out on that class. That's terrible. That's a good fucking class. I don't even remember what it was. It wasn't like transformation. Yeah. Shit, a goth like you, I think you'd want to go to transformation. Nope, gonna skip. God, this is why you'll never fucking be able to turn into a real vampire. Skipping out in transformation. You could turn yourself into a bat. Alright. So you're skipping classes, but that's okay. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was, and he got all mad at me and started crying all hot and angsty. No, he just cries. And author's note? See ya. No one fucking understands me, he shouted angrily as his black hair... See? Draco did it too. He's got the goddamn black fucking rabbit, the red devil eyes. This thing should be a mascot. Oh, his hair, Hair, went in his big blue eyes, like Billy Joe and Boulevard of Borkin Dreams. Don't know much about Green Day, but I'm pretty sure it's Broken Dreams with an S. He was wearing black baggy pants, how about pants, a black MCR t-shirt, and a black dye. No, he's wearing a tie, and your fucking author's note isn't explaining shit. See ya. I was wearing a black leather low-cut top with chains all over it, a black, redundant on all over it, get rid of one of them, so a low-cut top with chains all over it, and a black leather mini, black high-heeled boots, and a cross-belly thing. How about cross-belly ring? And once again, you have no problem writing out the word cross here. My hair was all up in a messy, really high bun, like Amy Lee in Going Under. How about Going Under? Accuse me? What about me? I growled. But, he grunted. Accuse me? What about... Hold on. What is... Are you being mean to Draco again? I think you are. I don't think he did anything. He didn't accuse you of anything. You asked him what he's being secretive about, and he just said, no one fucking understands me. Oh, excuse me. What about me? I growled. Man, hun, not everything's about you. Take some care about your boyfriend for a change. So now he's upset. He's grunting. Once again, he wouldn't grunt. This would be a time where he would kind of start muttering or kind of being really kind of maybe just kind of being beaten down. Find a word that fits that. You fucking bastard, I moaned. Is he fucking you? You don't moan it. You shouted it or you yelled at him. No way, it's not what it fucking looks like, he shouted. But it was too late now. That time you do need the extra O. I knew what I heard. How about Heard? I ran to the bathroom angrily crying. Angrily crying? Man, you were just like forcing it out. No, you just ran to the bathroom crying. Draco banged on the door. I whipped and wept as my... Whipped and wept? How about just you wept? You wept as your bloody eyeliner streamed with just one M down my cheeks and made cool tears down my feces like Benji in the video for girls and boys. Never seen that video, but I'm pretty sure that would get pulled from YouTube if there was a picture of a video of two guys crying over a, big pile of shit. And since you have cool tears down your feces, you didn't say you ran into the bathroom to take a shit. You said you ran in because you were crying. If you had to take a shit and you were just sad, well, that's convenient, but you never mentioned that. Oh, wait. I think I know it. It's your face. It's not a mound of shit. It's your face. The thing, on top of your shoulders, your neck connects to the head, and on your head is your face. Yes, of course. Alright. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Unnecessary capitalization for one, and you don't smoke pot with a cigarette. A cigarette's a cigarette. If you were going to smoke pot, then you should get out a joint. Suddenly Hagrid came. He had appeared. Once again, it's Hagrid, and he just appeared. You gave me a fucking shock, I shouted angrily, dropping my pot. What the fuck do you think you are doing in the girls' room? Only it wasn't just Hagrid. Someone else was with him too, and yes, I know girl is G-I-R. For a second, I wanted it to be Tom Ridd, or maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore, which of course is Dumbledore, and 2 with T-O. And why would you want it to be Tom Ridd? You accuse that guy of being a fucking perv. Draco makes sense, but Tom Ridd, once again, this emotional cheating of yours has got to stop. Do you have no shame? Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black wannabe gothic purse. What are you wearing to the concert? You, YOU, know who MCR are? How about you know who MCR is? I gasped. No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to, T.O., he said. Anyway, Draco has a surprise for you, YOU. You know, you probably could have found that out if you just opened the door. Once again, Draco's done nothing but be sweet and kind, and you know he has one little problem, and he thinks people don't understand him, and you jump right down his throat, and my God, just once again, not everything's about you. This guy's been really nice. I mean, you could cut this guy some slack. Chapter 20. Author's note. I said I denoti. How about don't care what you think. Stop, flaming. How about just flaming? Okay, preps with an S. Thanks to Raven for the help. Oh, yeah, by the way, spelled out, I'll with an apostrophe be on vacation in Transylvania, capital T, and you need to spell it correctly with a Y, for the next 3 days, so do not expect updates. Alright, now this is okay, because you're not holding anyone hostage, you're being honest, you're saying, hey, I'm taking a vacation, it's going to be a few days. That's okay. All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, I put on a black letter. How about you put on a black leather mini, a black corset with purple lace, how about purple lace all over it, and black gothic compact boots. Compact? Like you're fucking, you can fold them up and fucking put them somewhere. Little compact, like you literally have boots that look like the compact but makeup on. How about combat boots? MCR were going. How about going to TO do the concert again since Voldemort, Jesus Christ, Voldemort had taken over the last one. I slit my wrists while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night. Well, good lord, I hope you don't fucking... I hope you clean that up. Spilling blood everywhere while you dance. That carpet doesn't deserve that. Feeling excited. Hey, you're feeling instead of felling this time, so that's okay. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to... Thank you for the venom. I got all mad and turned it of. No, once again, you need off this time. But sacredly. How about secretly? Otherwise, sacred is something that, if you are going for goths, that's not in your vocabulary. Sacred usually associated with like relics and things like that, which is usually mostly associated with Christianity for the most part, give or take a few exceptions for like cursed relics and things like that. But you've kind of never said anything remotely close to this in your story yet, so how about secretly? I hopped inside. Man, you are excited. If inside you're like hopping around. How about you hoped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again? Fucking, you had the chance to do that. Draco's banging on the bathroom door once again. Now, my God, he honestly should probably leave you. You're a terrible influence for him. A terrible, terrible girlfriend. What the fucking hell are you doing? I shouted angrily. It was Lupin. Are you gonna come rape me or what? Once again, you spelled cum the other way, and a cum rape. This could be a thing. It possibly could be a thing. And when you rape someone, of course, you just rape them. And this is not making a joke on rape. This is making a joke on the image you're presenting and trying to just visualize what this will sound like to your readers. A cum rape. That is literally, that's like you're raping someone's cum almost. I don't know how that's possible. I really don't know. I mean, I guess you gotta get in that test tube and then like fuck with it and just do really kinky stuff to it. You could like charge in right after a guy blows his load on the sheets and like just go to town, and against its will, and then that gets the whole question of, does cum have free will, and is it really rape? Was it consensual? How about cum, C-O-M-E, rape? That's fine. Rape is not fine, but the way you spelled it is. Me or what? I yelled. Once again, you need a question mark, exclamation point. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to T.O. be careful around them and Snape, since he was a pedo. No, actually. How about actually? Can I please borrow some condoms? Alright, I'm guessing that's supposed to be condoms, and borrow some condoms. Once again, this kind of makes sense for him because of the whole werewolf thing that he has going. He has to go under it's like the thwomp tree, or I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called like once again, don't know too much. I think it's like the thumping tree or the thwomping tree or something like that. It's the tree that no one can go around except him, because he has the spell that can, calm it down enough so he goes underground and turns into a werewolf and doesn't hurt anyone. So he might be trying to prepare. He might be having a female werewolf. Maybe they got some plans, and he's going to stash those condoms away and burrow them away. That could work. Maybe make a surprise, like he burrows them away in his den, and he digs, and he pulls them out, and it's so exciting. But once again, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be borrow with an O and some condoms. He growled angrily. Hey, maybe it is burrow. He's growling as he turned into the werewolf. Maybe he's got a hot date. How about he just said angrily? Or he asked, since he's not mad. Yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend, I shouted sarcastically. Sarcastically with a C. Okay. Sure, you're mad at him because he spied on you. I guess you can keep calling him a pedo. There's been really no evidence that he is, but we can continue. Fucker, he said, going away. Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed too if you called me a pedo, but spell it right, hon. C-K. Well, anyway, I put on some black eyeshadow, once again, shadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went... then I gasped, unnecessary ellipse. Snake? How about Snape and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Lupin and Snape are apparently either gay or bi. So once again, maybe you just wanted to borrow some and have some fun with Snape later. But no, now you forced him. Now he's having unprotected sex. I hope you're happy. Oh my god, you ludicrous idiot. They both shouted angrily when they saw me. Dobby ran away crying. They got up, though. Normally I would, how about W-O-U-L-D, have been turned on. Goodbye, author's note. But both of them were fucking preps. No, they're fucking each other. Oh, you're saying that they're preps. No, they're pedos. They're pedos, if you're going to go that way, or pervs. How about we just call them pervs? They really haven't done anything to be pedos, so both of them were fucking pervs. What the fuck? Is that why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically. Sadistically? No. You asked. Is that why you wanted condoms? what the fuck is enough. If you put the exclamation point, or instead of asking, you could just, if you're going to be sadistic, be like, oh, that's why you wanted condoms. See, makes you have a little bit of an edge to it. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin. How about Lupin? Shouted angrily. And once again, yeah. Well, you should have told me, I replayed. How about replied? You wouldn't have given them to him anyways. And, like I said, now they're having unprotected sex. I hope you're happy. You dimwit, Snape began to shout angrily. And then, that's still an unnecessary ellipse, I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything. Well, excuse with an E, me, they both shouted angrily. Yeah, you got it right. What was that all with an extra L about? It was to blackmail you, YOU, I snarked. How about just I replied? So now, next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking with a C rat me out, or I'll show this to Dumbledore. You might think he's a dork, but it's Dumbledore. And this makes no sense. One, they've never spied on you doing it with Draco. There's never been anybody who's seen you do it. You've actually been pretty discreet about it, except for the time you did in the Forbidden Forest, but no one goes there anyways. The other times you were just in your room, and the only time you were indiscreet was when you did it with Vampire in the middle of the Great Hall. And honestly, if Dumbledore is willing to forgive them spying on students getting out of the shower, I seriously doubt, them being gay and having relations, or them being bi and fucking around. What I'm trying to say is he doesn't really seem like the type of a disciplinarian. I seem to see him just giving him a light slap on the wrist, and it'll just be back to business as usual. So this really just doesn't make sense. So it's really not needed, and it doesn't work. So you just took a pic of them just because, okay, you have blackmail, but let's think of a better reason to blackmail them. Maybe blackmail to get better grades because you're fucking skipping classes. That'll work. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them. You threw your slit wrists at them? How about you threw your wand at them, and they tripped over it? Well, they are naked. I mean, their coordination's probably not the best. Especially if, they were just all hot and bothered. Well, anyway, I went outside, and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. God damn it, emotional cheating bitch. What the fuck? Where's Draco? How about where's Draco? I asked him. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. Okay, so now they are cheating. If Draco's telling Vampire he's not gonna, blow his load for Vampire, now he is finally cheating. But honestly, I'm gonna give Draco a little bit of a leeway. You've been really mean to him recently. Vampire said, shaking his head. You wanna come with me to the concert? Once again, you want to come with me? Is that like, well, I tried to get Draco and he wouldn't blow his load. You want to have an orgasm or let me blow on you instead? It's COME. These are really sexual scenes and images you're painting. It's COME, please. Don't do this anymore. Then he showed me his flying car. Oh, he has a flying car too. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog father... about Godfather, Sirius with I believe Sirius is with a C, not entirely sure, Black had given it to him, T.O. The license plate on the front said MCR 666, almost identical to Draco's. The one on the back said Eneby on it. How about Ebony? Alright, well maybe Vampire does have a thing for you. I apologize, but seriously, that's kind of ridiculous. Unnecessary lips. I gasped. We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there playing. Vampire and I began to make out, moshing to the music. I gasped, looking at the band. And my God, you have no problem cheating with anybody. This is ridiculous. This is the second time you cheated on Draco. Draco's done nothing. I mean, as you wrote it, he did something, but in reality, since you misspelled it, he's done nothing. Your character is horrible. I would love for this bitch to, like, just get hit by a bus. She's so mean. I almost had an orgasm. Don't need the I, just put the M there. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena, and his sexy, beautiful voice began to T.O. fill the hall. And then, T-H-E-N, I heard some crying, about one R. I turned and saw Draco crying with a G in a corner. No fucking shit, he's crying. Lucky he didn't see you fucking doing this with Vampire in the Great Hall. I guarantee, I'm not even gonna, this is it for this part, but I'm pretty sure the next part's gonna be like, oh, what's going on? What's wrong, Draco? Gee, I don't know. You're supposed to be my girlfriend. I see you fucking making out with Vampire, my ex-boyfriend over there. Maybe that is why I'm pissed. Seriously, just get hit by a bus. After this character deserves some comeuppance. She needs to have something happen to her. She can't keep getting away with this bullshit. This is terrible. He's done nothing to you. But once again, that is going to take care of this part. When we come back, we are going to finish up part 1 of My Immortal, chapters 21, 22, and then that'll be it for that part. And then on the previous, and then future episodes, we'll get into the second half of My Immortal, trying to start with chapters 23, going to 44. So we're getting there. Almost count this as almost being halfway there. So, this is Mr. Casual Scum signing off, and when we start next time, we're continuing with chapter 21. So as always, you guys take care of yourselves, and this is Mr. Casual Scum once again signing off. You guys take care. Later.